Whew. Alright, hey guys. Really sorry about being so late, but like as I've been mentioned the past few days, my leg has been up just completely upset with me since Friday. And I finally got into a position earlier where I was comfortable. My leg didn't hurt when I was lying down, and my body was like, okay, cool, lights out. Everybody go home, just and I just was gone for like 9 hours straight, just flat out, So, yeah. That's, yeah. And then my phone had just died, and I was just thinking about getting up to go plug it in when I hit, like, the comfortable position, and my body was like, nuh-uh. Nope. So, alarms did not happen either. Oh, I do, Sif, I do. Yeah, when my alarm is not functioning, yeah. Hey, Mel, Nova. Hey, Sif and April, by the way, everybody. Yeah, I slept like a rock. It felt pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel bad for being late, but I feel great for having slept. It's like, pretty all right, Mel. Got some sleep finally after this leg of mine finally let up a little bit. It's feeling better for having the rest too, which is nice. So. Still a little stiffness to it, but it's not really hurting anymore, which is nice. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. It was like 9 hours ago, Sif. I don't think it counts. The Linkle mod working. I'm sure you'll manage it. We have this stuffed cheesy bread with spinach and feta, and it was so good, April. That does sound good. Yeah, I know, Anth. I was probably looking at Sif's comment about Rock sleeping when I said his name. Sorry about that. My brain decides to just kind of do its own thing with words occasionally. Alrighty. You're used to it? Well, yeah, you should be at this point, I guess, yeah. Shoogie. Hey, Bixel. Oh, actually, would you guys like to see something I made before we get started on Nargi here? Because for my roleplay group, where we're doing a pirate theme game, we finally got to the point where we wanted to get a ship. Or, well, we've been wanting to for a while, but like we've been using like whatever ship we could find. Most of them were little tiny little rinky-dink things that weren't really all that impressive. So, we decided to finally, because we finally came into some treasure, did a little treasure hunt, and now our group has the funds to buy an actual ship. And plus, we found this old mechanical, like buried, like mech basically, and we're like, hey, we're turning that into our ship because that's just cool. And so we decided to make ourselves, a ship, with help from a shipwright, of course. But you know what I mean. So what we ended up with. And granted, I didn't draw all of this. I did some tracing for for this glass window section, and for the helmet. Like I found different pieces of it on Google, and then sort of assembled it all together myself. The gear is also Googled, but aside from some tracing and stuff, I did all of the hull plating myself. And like a lot of the detail work I did, but the big stuff like the Spartan helmet and the gear paddle wheel and all that, But yeah, so we've got kind of the layout here. It is, Sif, yeah. That is absolutely what it is. Because the game we're doing is based. It's not set in the One Piece world necessarily, because I don't like copying things from other people. But it's in like a parallel dimension, basically, where, like, we won't run into anybody from One Piece, but it's the same idea, like with devil fruits and everything else. Oh yeah, Anth, isn't that fun? But hey, she's popular, so. And then kind of drew. Then I also did an alternate version where I sort of peeled back the outside hull and we set up the, you know, the general layout. You know, so we have an observation deck on top of here. This is where the helm is, and it's sort of our map room as well. The back window is actually a greenhouse. And this didn't save the final version for some reason. That's annoying. Huh. What's up with that? Because this got no. I guess I just didn't. I guess I forgot to push up this wall here. I'll fix that. But yeah, there's a weight room because basically I let each of my players pick one thing they wanted on the ship. And so. One of them wanted like a gym, so there's a weight room. Another one wanted like a big like actual like bathhouse type thing. So I put the weight room next to the bath because I figured that when the bath's not in use and then the water doesn't need to be heated, we can just turn it into a pool. So there's a weight room and a pool. The med bay for our doctors down there. The engine room for the paddle wheel. It has to be there somewhere because the thing's got to be powered by something. This is a greenhouse back here because one of our characters grows pumpkins, another one grows roses, and and a third one needs like medical herbs. So we have a greenhouse for that. Two of our crew members are sort of like technically inclined, so we have a workshop, and also it kind of doubles as our armory slash like hangar bay. The ceiling above here opens up, and there's like a crane that lowers things into it. The kitchen and dining room, and then we have the dorms because our crew is pretty split as far as men and women go, and you know they prefer to have their own room in this case. So. And then we took the head of the giant robot and used that for our figurehead because it had kind of like an old Spartan kind of style to it. So this is actually the head of a giant robot stuck to the front of our boat because that's cool. And we're thinking of possibly upgrading it so that the skull drops out and is used as a diving bell, so we can do like underwater exploration too. It's really cool. I'm super happy with it. I know I didn't draw every part of it, but I did some custom editing to like merge the comb of the helmet with the prow of the ship. I did a lot of the a lot of the detail work I did. I made the emblem as well. Not like I did a lot of editing for that as well. I didn't draw it like straight, but still pretty happy with it. I want to fix that line before I forget to again. Hang on. Really quick adjustment because I meant to when I came to put the weight room, open bath, and pool. Also, you guys can see how horrible my handwriting is. There's one thing I didn't have. Like oh yeah, I don't have to use a mouse. I can just be like woo drawing, you know, because I have a pen. But I wanted to, because like this here was the original wall for the lounge, but then they said they wanted a weight room and a pool, and I was like, well, that might need a little more space for that. So I knocked out the wall and pushed it back a little bit, and now we're not doing that. So. I consider going into engineering. I'm too absent-minded for that, I think, honestly. Like, when I'm focused on something I find interesting, I have all the focus in the world, but anything else is like, meh, yawn. Alright, so extend the floor a little bit. Could probably nudge the pool that way a bit more. But, like, it's, you know, because the pool probably needs more space than the weight room does. That's probably fine the way it is. I just wanted to fix that wall. There's also a ladder that climbs up between these two floors. You can't see it. I didn't feel the need to put that on there, but, yeah. Big pool. Yeah, I mean, having a pool is nice, right? But cool, there we go. Saved. Oh, I haven't had that noise in a while. Jeez Louise, thank you, Raptor. I was starting to think you forgot how to do that. What's up, dude? Thank you. Alright, so we're doing what point line are we using with these things? A 3-point line or a 4-point line? They're just broke. Nah, I get you, dude. Like, I understand, trust me. I've been in the same kind of boat here, honestly. I think most people are at the moment though, so it's like, yeah, like for the last like month or two, it's been like, yeah, donations are basically down, but like at the same time, like I understand, you know, everything's so expensive right now, so it's like, I don't, you know, it's all good. I want you guys to be able to get by and afford stuff, so. You guys gotta have, you know, money for yourselves, obviously. I am not the priority here. And a duel from Anth, it seems. And of course, you guys know what happens when it's duel time. Oh, need you there, Anth. But yes, we are attempting the Nagakuga today. That's what we started out to do. And so far, it looks pretty good, but it's been a real challenge trying to get the detail off of this, because there's not really a lot of line work I can just copy, right? You know, I gotta actually, you know, like extract the detail from, you know, this mess, which has been a pretty solid challenge, I gotta say. Because this thing is, you know, not at all cooperative with that idea. It doesn't have any visible line work. I have to just sort of intuit the lines from the body, which I gotta say is interesting. Oop, on the wrong layer. We're presenting today, Sif. You just found out the start next week. The high V crop is cracking down on booze sales by scanning ideas. But if no scan, no sale. Interesting. Well, hopefully it doesn't rock the boat too much, unless it needs to be rocked, I suppose. Sometimes that happens. You can do it, Mel. We believe in you. We believe. Probably have switched to a lighter line here, but yeah, I'm going to actually. Maybe like up to there, but because this is where the claws start, and need a little more detail on these. A little. Wait, oh, was I in 4-point that whole time? Yeah, it was. Well, that explains it. False ides are becoming a problem. Right. Oh, IDs, right. Yeah, sorry. That makes sense. See, it's this hair I'm not quite sure how to do, because, like, it's all wispy. I could be like, line, and it all kind of just goes together, you know what I mean? I guess I could drop it down to, like a 2-point line and just be like, line, like do each individual strand of hair, I suppose. It kind of works, but it's also like, oh boy. What does that look like? Yeah, it just kind of looks like a bunch of lines at that point, doesn't it? Well, we'll figure something out. That will just have like, you know how they have like those like Egyptian cats or whatever that are all naked? I'll just have like a naked Nargi. Shield your eyes, children. I don't mind it, Sif, yeah. I actually love pumpkin pie, like a lot. My favorite kind of pie, actually. Although a good apple, or berry, or strawberry rhubarb, when it's not sour anyway. I don't like sour things too much, but a good sweet strawberry rhubarb pie is pretty darn amazing. On Nikki, a Nikki Nargi. Hey, BMJ. How's it going, dude? You know, I've never had a peanut butter pie. The idea of it sounds pretty good, though. Alright, going into fine detail mode requires. I'm gonna go down a brush size. I mean, I've tried banana cream pie, I guess. It's been quite a while, though. But, I mean, it's alright, I suppose. But it's a bit too, like, I don't know, airy, I guess? I don't know. Granted, I've not tried one in quite a while, so it could be that my taste buds have changed since I tried one as a kid. Like, I couldn't stand, lemon meringue as a kid at all. I could not eat lemon meringue pie. I did not work for me. And then, as I got older, I kind of came around to it, you know? It's not my favorite pie, but it's alright. Hey, Quag. A little painful. You finished work, BMJ? Oh, good. I'm glad you successfully survived another day. Yeah, I think to some degree, Quack, that's just like, you know, like, just having to get out of bed in the morning. But, yeah. I still haven't had my coffee renaissance, you know, or it's just like, ugh, bitter. Because, like, I don't like sour that much, but I like bitter even less, so... Like, I tried to figure out, like a level of milk, sugar, and whatever else to go into the coffee to make it, like drinkable for me. And at the point I hit it where it finally was drinkable, it basically tasted like Sugar Crisp cereal. It was like, cool, I'm drinking a breakfast cereal now, that's nice. Between all the sugar and the honey and the whatever else I threw into it, like, it was just like, yeah, cool, I'm just drinking a breakfast cereal, you know. Or acquired taste. Could be, yeah. No decimal, it's just a 0, BMJ. I mean, you're not wrong, Sif. It was basically just like, hey, do you want some coffee with that sugar? Can't get enough of that sugar crisp, or however the commercial used to go. I don't know if it still does that or not, but... Okay, the armor plates go up like this. Kind of like start from here, though. Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna do that on the details layer. We're doing that one later, because I knew. Caramel Ribbon Crunch Raptor? I mean, that actually sounds like something I would consider drinking. Not as a coffee, just because it sounds like a dessert. So hey, you know. Funnily enough, I actually don't mind coffee cake or what are they called? Those like chocolate bars that are like coffee flavored. My brain has just dropped the word out my ear. Coffee crisp? Yeah, that. Them I actually like, so figure that one out. It's a crappuccino? Fair enough. Never had a cappuccino. Alright, so that takes care of pretty much the entire lower quadrant, or lower area. Just need to get the details in there now. Hey, Frozen, what's up, dude? Yeah, doing alright, dude. Thank you. My leg finally is feeling a little bit better, so that's been nice. I think what I will do is I'll just get the basic line work in here first, and we'll worry about the floof later. Deciding where exactly the line is under the floof is sort of part of the challenge here, you know? What are you doing, Frozen? But I get some food but you dozed off? Yeah, me too, honestly, earlier, so I'll get you on that one, dude. I might need to remove, I don't know, like I know this is here, but like I don't like that it's so defined. I might need to like use shading to define it instead. Especially down here, there's a lot of shading. Well, because there's a lot of shading under the eye here to begin with, so maybe I don't know. I gotta decide how I'm going to express all of this. There's kind of a lot to do here. It's a fairly busy section. You might need to bring up the opacity a little bit here so we can see him a little more clearly, because it gets a little lost in the light. Hey, Cassie. I've not seen the Sonic Frontiers ending song yet. No. But this piece honestly has been like the epitome of like, oh, it looks so bad right now, but then you like zoom out and it's like, oh, you know, like it looks really kind of awful until suddenly it doesn't. So I'm turning a three-dimensional object into a two-dimensional drawing, and it's not really caring for it. Let me tell you, it's not going for it by default. But then you add all the detail in and it kind of looks cool, so it's weird like that. Wait, you couldn't eat, Quag? Sorry, did I miss something there? Are you alright? Shush phone. Oh, you were kidding? Oh, you got snacks. Right. I got you. You complain about the trap remix hi-hats, but then you do them all the time when you make beats. Yeah, well, I think we all do stuff like that sometimes, where we complain about something and then like, oh yeah, but I actually did it too. No, it's the teeth. Yeah. I'm gonna follow the lip here. And it's proving a little difficult. I guess it kind of does one of these. It kind of runs into the... I guess this is the lip here, actually, isn't it? Oh, yeah, Quag? Alright, Raptor. Well, thank you so much, dude, for the jump scare. I really appreciate it, man. And I hope you have yourself an excellent evening. Alright, man? Like my neighbors are having a disagreement as well. You can hear them from across the hall a little bit. Hopefully everything's alright though. Oh, I see, Raptor, I see. That makes sense. That same thing happened with Pixel a while back. Well, here, before you go, dude, let me get you a monster mash going. Trick is, with this one, I need to find where that same lip line is without being able to see it, because, you know, it's basically invisible due to the tremendous darkness of the mouth on this side. Hey, Kyle, how's it going, dude? Alright, Quag, see you back, dude. All right, let's do a whoa check. you zoom out, and it's like whoa, you know, like all of a sudden it's like oh wow, all right, that doesn't look bad at all. Like up close, it's like wow, that looks like crap, and you zoom out, it's like wow, actually though, it's a mouth now. It's not just a big mountain of weird lines. It's a mouth. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm doing all right, Kyle. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Kyle. I appreciate that, dude. Trying to like suss out where exactly this like eye recess here, you know, ends and begins, because I know it's a fairly it's got a fairly heavy brow thing going on here. Or like this whole section is just like under this really like scowling expression. Nargies are cranky. Because this side actually gives some better insight, actually. If we look at this side, you can kind of see how it, like, you know, has this, like, pinker, more fleshy bit that kind of goes on down and sort of curves out around the eye. Kind of like so. There's also a lighter bit right here. It's not so much detailed though, I guess, but it is there. It's kind of a lot, Kyle, you're not wrong. But honestly, I'm kind of enjoying the challenge, even though it kind of gave me a headache last week, a little bit, doing it, but it's cool seeing it all come together, you know? 'Cause that's one of the things I like most about doing art, is just being able to step back and go, wow, like, look at that now, you know what I mean? Like, just having it all come together for you. Hey, Luna. So this section goes up to, like, up here. So, well, then again, the angle of his head is different on this side, though, but I think it goes up to, like, here somewhere. It's just hard to see is the issue. Like, it comes down kind of like this. Because that would follow the other side. Yeah, it looks about the right length. Pokemon plushies are a pretty good way into some folks' heart, Mel, for sure, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna do all this fur on the Nargacuga's head, because, like, that level of detail I'm not really sure how to pull off, you know? He does kind of seem to have these, like, tufts, I suppose. And if I could suss out where each of those goes, I could maybe do something like that, where, like, instead of, like, just not having them at all, we could draw the tufts out like this. And that's not necessarily gonna not work. It's just tricky. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. It looks a little bit like Venom at the moment with the eye things, but we'll fix that. We're doing alright, Luna. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I think Mel was just saying in general, Kyle. I don't think it really has anything to do with what we're doing necessarily. That's fine. Hey, what's up, Kira? How you doing today? Hey, Renee. How you doing today? You playing Genshin and you pulled D-Luke? Nice. I never did get him, honestly, when I was playing. Yeah, Xiao is pretty cool. I lucked into him before I stopped playing. His dash ability was really nice for getting around in the UA. I'm glad you're doing well, though, Kira. I appreciate you dropping on by the way. It's good to see you. We're doing some art tonight, as you can see. I'm trying to turn a 3D object into a 2D drawing for practice, and I decided to choose Nargacuga from Monster Hunter, which is proving difficult because it's an extremely detailed bit of art. And, yeah. Yeah, it is, if it is. Part of why I wanted to do it, you know? Alright, let's do a woe check. I mean, the head is definitely coming into view. It's a little fuzzy looking, but he is fuzzy, so I guess that's the idea. The real trick is going to be getting the, these, they're not horns, but whatever these are supposed to be, outlined, because you want them to look fuzzy and look like, you know, they're part of him, but also not just have triangles, you know, because they're not horns. They're like fuzzy ear thingies. I don't know what they are exactly. Do one of these, I guess, and kind of zigzag it in. I don't know if that's gonna convey the look I'm going for. What does that do for us? I mean, it's actually not that bad. Kind of just zigzag the line as we go down here to trace the general curve of it. It's a little too wobbly, though. I don't like the wobble that much. I do, Civ. Yeah, I mean, if you offered me a plushie for a Nargacuga, I'd be down with that. Oh, the one from the thing that sounded like it was from the band's like talking section, BMJ. I mean, honestly, it was pretty good. I liked it. I'm no musical expert, so you know you can feel free to take my opinion with a grain of salt, but I quite liked it, honestly. Then again, I'm also one of those people that like enjoys those like slowed down versions of like classic songs for epic music, like trailers and stuff. Like not all of them, but like some of them are really good. It's just cool hearing a song you like and are familiar with being, you know, given a new spin. You know, it's neat to me. I enjoy it. Go for it, Kyria. We've merged our old art channel with Nova's section because all the art was going there anyway. Or like, a lot of the art was going there anyway, so it's like, yeah, at that point, we just kind of centralized it. Welcome to the painstaking method, where we literally zoom in with like almost a microscope to do the detail work we couldn't see normally. No, it wasn't, Luna. Just like you remember my leg's been hurting me. I haven't been able to like get comfortable and like sleep properly for like days, and then I finally found the right position, or it healed enough that it stopped bugging me as much, I guess, or whatever the combination of like whatever it was happened, and all of a sudden it was like I was gone. My body was like, okay, cool, we can relax now. You know, and that was it. Just Matt has left the building. I don't even want to know how many hairs I still have left to do I? It's like, alright, Matthew, this is your existence now. Probably check that I like how this looks as well before I get too into it, because otherwise I'm gonna like do like a million years of work and then be like, ah, it's ugly, and then like erase it all, and that would make me cry. We're actually kind of halfway done. I got halfway across the back at least. I missed some. Yeah, I know. I'm just seeing how it looks. Actually gives it kind of a neat, you know, hair feeling to it. It kind of works. Kind of wish it was ugly, so I wouldn't have to do it anymore. I'm kind of focusing on just like the little spidery hairs for this particular moment. The ones that are like super thin and wispy looking. So I can then come back through with the heavier brush and get all these. I wonder if I just like zoomed out and was just like, you know, line 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 if it would get the same effect. Probably not, but it's faster. I mean, it actually doesn't look that different, is the thing. Actually, you know what? That doesn't look that different. I might just keep being like line 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 line. I'm just using GIMP, Kira. Some of these are a little off, obviously, but you can fix those. It is, Kira. Oh, absolutely. I really should look into different brushes. I've just been using like the basic brush for everything, which like it works, but I'm sure there are probably better options. Want me to draw you next, Mel? There, I'm drawing a melon. It's a slightly lumpy melon, but it's a melon. Not sure why the stripes are in opposite directions, but melon! Yes, the monstrous melon, exactly. I just use this line to generally follow the path of the body and connect to all the hairs. And we should be in pretty good shape, hopefully. ML, I mean, if I get better at freehanding, maybe. I don't generally do, I don't know, like, I was gonna say, I don't copy other people's artwork generally, but like, I guess it's not exactly true, considering I'm copying, you know, stuff from a game right now, so. But I don't know. How's that looking? Get some nice definition to it. I think that was working pretty well. Some Genshin characters could be neat, Kira. Yeah, I've not done a ton of anime characters. Like I did like like Deku and Goku, like face-wise for early practice. But I've not done any like full-body anime stuff. And Genshin does have some fairly intricate designs, so it'd be good practice. Yeah, maybe Mel, maybe. See, the light on this side makes it difficult because it makes the hair look thinner. When really it's just like light blasted is what it is. Yeah, you like Bakugo? I mean, I can appreciate Bakugo a little bit, and like the more they kind of explain his backstory, I kind of understand him more as a character. Still don't love how kind of like rude and aggressive he can be at times, though. You know, like he's kind of a jerk. You start to understand the reason behind it, I guess. But you know, he was pretty awful to Deku. But like, as someone who's been through some stuff here and there, I can at least kind of understand where he's coming from a little bit. Not like it doesn't justify him doing it, but I can understand why he gets so angry at least. So. Yeah, well, that's fair enough, Kira. That's fair enough. No, ML. I've just been using Streambeat stuff because I know that it's free. Like it's copyright free as long as you credit the maker. I can do like a Nintendo playlist or something as well, I guess, because a lot of their game music doesn't get copyrighted anymore. For this, it would have been really appropriate to use Monster Hunter music, but I have no idea if they let me do that or not. Alright, let's see what we got. Whoa, check. Alright, Kira, thanks so much for popping in. Good to talk to you. Yeah, a little bit, Kyle, yeah. I mean, the overall effect isn't bad. I don't mind it. It definitely conveys the hair. I just need to figure out how to keep the texture going, you know? This is all kind of like a leathery sort of skin here between his armor plating and his fur. to really, really like emphasize these little creases and wrinkles here. Otherwise, he's not gonna look like a leather. You know, he has to look like a leather chair, not like a rock for this section, which is difficult. Yeah, it makes sense, because it was on 24/7 for forever, you know, for a long time. Probably should be doing this on the detail layer, but here I am on line work layer again, doing line work stuff. There you. Oh boy, what do you think? Here you guys are coming. That's a good question, Sif. I don't know. A couple games I might play, but I haven't actually settled into anything concrete as far as decisions go. Just thinking a minute ago, I wanted to play something and I forgot what it was now. It was there and then it was gone, gone. Looking good? Nice. I gotta get this tail fixed as well. It's all just smoothed out. I gotta fix that. Warriors mount? No, definitely not. Sorry. Muso games and I don't mix, you know that. I do apologize. Soul Blazer for SNES? Maybe. I've never tried that one before. I have been debating playing back through some old RPGs again, but then whenever I start getting down that rabbit hole, I end up like thinking of like a million games I want to play, and they're all RPGs, and it's like, well, you know. I know that a decent number of you guys have never actually seen me play Legend of Dragoon, which is a shame, because this game's awesome. So I've been debating playing through that again. But I've also never played Tales of Symphonia on the channel before, ever, and that's a game that definitely deserves a play as well. One of these days, I'm gonna end up like renaming my channel to like the RPG Monster or something stupid, you know. I probably won't, but just it's what it feels like sometimes. I can just stop like feeling bad, like yeah, right, you know, it's you know what you're here for, you know. I can stop feeling guilty about it. It is, Kyle, yeah. And yeah, it is Nova. It is pretty long. I've been playing back through X-Men Legends, the first game, on my own time a little bit. I haven't got too far into it, but it's fun. I've not played Vesperia. No, I've heard. Like, I've played a few different Tales games at this point. A few I started but didn't finish. I got one on 3DS like that. It's Abyss, I think it is. But I don't have any way of recording that one, unfortunately. Hey, Christina. But no, like Symphonia was really my only Tales game for a long time. Like I said, I've never finished any of the other ones. I've played a little bit of, like I said, of Abyss, but that's it. And yeah, last call for 9 o'clock match, you guys, before I draw winners at 10. No, you're fine, BMJ. You're good, dude. I can kind of relate right now, you know, I'm kind of doing the same thing, honestly. I'm trying to keep up, like, some level of conversation with y'all. But at the same time, I'm just like, needle hairs. Needle hairs. The other game I gotta get back to, because I've meant to and then just never did, is Insurgents. Pokemon Insurgents. But like with Scarlet and Violet coming up, it's kind of like, well, do I really want to play, you know, a super long fan game with like, what, like 2 months until main gen comes out? And it's like, I don't know. I do want to get back to it though. We never did finish that. Well, we finished it like ages ago, but that thing whooped me good. That Nuzlocke was brutal. And honestly, considering how long ago stuff was, I don't even remember like if how many of you guys were here for that run. I know a good chunk of you were, but like it's longer ago than I think it was. The Insurgents thing, Mel. It's like it's got to be at least like, you know, a year, right? I don't know. Like I don't remember. I have very little ability to like grasp how how long ago things were. I find it's like, yeah, that was a while ago, right? Like, Matt, that was like 4 years ago. Like, what? No way. Like, I don't believe you, and then you show me, I'm like, oh, I believe you now. Yes, Mel stuff. Well, good, Mel. I'm glad. But yeah, I think the Insurgents run was like last year sometime, I think. Or was it the year before? Cause like, I genuinely don't remember at this point. Yeah, it's good for just kind of doing stuff too, isn't it, Kyle? Tales of Zillia? No, I've heard of like Tales games in general, but not that one specifically. Alright. Ah, see, look, he's got a floofy tail now. Yes, Mel, I get it. Stuff. Stuff. There, you happy now? Okay, so we got the spiny tail, got the floofy back, we got some of the details coming together here. It's not too shabby, I do say so myself. Foot's a little lumpy looking, but we'll figure that out. Why is this foot so lumpy looking? It just kind of is, I guess. And I get that, Mel, I do. That doesn't mean that every time I say the word I'm thinking about your girlfriend, though, which would be weird if that was true. Kind of reminds me of an old Game Grumps episode where like someone made a fan game for them, and one of the things that would happen is that like when their characters were idling, it was like a Kirby like golf game. And whenever they were idling, little thought bubbles would appear above Kirby's head, and would think about different stuff. And one of the things they would think about was Aaron's wife, Susie. But like it didn't, because like the two different Kirbys, one was Aaron, one was Dan. You know, but then like Dan's character would think about her too, and it was just like, hey, like what? Like what is that about? Oh yeah, Mel, that's cool. Oh, yep, I get over. Match winners are Raptor, Quag, April, Kyle, and Sif. Congrats, you guys. Good Zelda game to play? Majora's Mask. Mostly because I've been considering playing through it again, but I don't want to. Because, like, as good of a game as it is, and it is, some of those dungeons just make me hurt. I don't like them. The time mechanic stresses me out. Version? The original, I guess. I've heard that the 3D remake is a lot easier and like worse in general. Oh no, Mel. The accidental spoils are always like, no, I'm sorry, what have I done? Ah! Alright, Lumpyfoot. I'm just gonna like erase all your original lines and make you anew. I hereby destroy Lumpyfoot, but remake you as non-Lumpyfoot, or at least less Lumpyfoot. Lumpyfoot sounds like a discount, like, knockoff version of Littlefoot from Land Before Time. My name is Lumpyfoot! Like, okay, sure, buddy. Whatever. You insist. Hey, what's up, MDG? That's a Pokemon, but what Pokemon is it? Da-da-da, who's that Pokemon? Ba-na-now, it's Nargacuga! Wrong! Oh god! Pounces on your face and eats you like, oh god, no, why? I thought it was a Pokemon! Like, nope. Alright. 10 PM match, I'm running you guys. That's right, yes, the detail foot gives it away. Oh, you've been playing HOTS all day? I didn't realize HOTS was still around. That's awesome. I used to play it with my sister, like, years ago. I don't know, Mel. It would depend on what we're doing. If it's like, you know, based on like if we can trace stuff, you know, or like do like direct comparison, like referencing, then I guess I do all right. But otherwise, probably not me. Well, I feel like that's probably not fair then, Mel. Well, it depends on what it is that we're doing, I suppose, because, like, if I can't find a decent thing to trace, I guess it wouldn't help me any, would I? Or would it? Better at what, Mel? I realize you're joking. Oh, I mean, realize you were mostly joking, but still, like, kind of an ouch, I guess? Oh, good, April, all good. Yeah, I know, Mel, I know. Again, objectively, I realize you are correct. You are better than me at drawing. I've been doing this for like 2 months. Like, you should be better than me at drawing. Yeah, he's a big one on MTG. Not the biggest I could have done, I suppose, but pretty big. Yeah, Nargis are cool. I like them too. Just trying really hard to get all this line work, you know, represented, because I can barely see what half this stuff is. I'm just kind of going for it, you know what I mean? And hoping that it looks right in the end, because, like I said, I can't really see most of it. I kind of got to pick up on the general shape of it. Like, I'm kind of inferring this shape here mostly from what I see over here, you know what I mean? Like, I know there are armor plates that go across his leg. And so I'm kind of just like, okay, cool. I see that they start over there, and so they probably end over here. But I can't very well make out where or how, but by kind of interpreting it and inferring it, I think we do okay. There's all these little cracks and plates and whatever else going on here, you know? As it shifts from dark to light, is like there just often isn't just anything there really to work with. Yeah, it's a big old bat cat, you know. All right, Sif. Have a good night, one. Have a good one, dude. Hope you had some fun hanging out with us. turn the white off for a bit, honestly, because it's like whenever I get over there to like try and see what I'm doing, like the white is blinding me because of how bright it is. It does throw some of this into sharper relief, but it also blurs it out sometimes, so. With these really dark sections, it kind of helps to not have it, honestly. Yeah, I might at some point, Mel. Like, I play Undertale, and I don't, like, not intend to play Deltarune. I just haven't got around to it yet, mostly. What's up, missing now? How you doing today? You platinum Undertale? Well, gold, really? The Sands fight? Yeah. Yeah, I remember doing that one. I didn't play through Genocide for a long time because I didn't really feel the need to, and then I finally went back and did it, and that was a pain. Got through it, though, but it sucked. It was tough. You doing decent, missing now? I hit with a random wave of this sad. Want somewhere to hang while doing homework? We're just vibing here. Oh, happy to help. Happy to have you. Currently struggling to turn a 3D bit of art into a 2D drawing, which is being difficult but interesting. Oh no, no. Crap. How long have I been doing that for? Oh, a while is all. Flapjacks. That entire section. Come on, really? All of that inside stuff? This is the downside to having your picture not be so transparent anymore. You can't tell when you start drawing on it. Nah, sad day. I can try, Nova, I can try. It's gonna pick up all the other colors though, isn't it? Yeah, it's dark on dark is the trouble. Hang on, this might do it. Or not. Hang on. Okay, where else? Yeah, it's a pain, cry missing. That, just this. Just the line, please. I should have noticed when I realized it was like the lines were looking a little paler than usual, but I did not. Okay, I think that's all of it. All that is still there, so I think we're good. Cool, so it wasn't for that long then, at least. That's something. Coconut BMJ. Coconut. Do they fire in spurts? Phew. Okay, saved. It's coming into focus, you guys. It's getting there. One of those things where, like, if you go back to working on the same layer you just got things off of, it's just like, well, yep, just gonna cry now, you know, just. It's kind of cool tracing these big ol' armor plates on his legs and arms, you know? Still kind of make it out on under the hair there. It's weird. And there's this whole situation under here. I don't know quite what to do with all that. It's kind of got that leathery chair thing going on, like I mentioned before. He's got skin. It's not all, you know, feathers or scales. He's got like skin too, but it is like leathery and wrinkly and lots of details to it. I'm still like in awe Oh, whoever made this thing originally, they must have really, really studied up on animals to get the physiology to look this good. Because it looks like something that could really exist, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a cat, lizard, bat thing, but it all just goes together so smoothly. How you guys doing so far? I know we kind of started later today, but hopefully you're enjoying. Come back here, you. Hey, Kirby, all the details. Doing well here, you? Good, good. This whole section is going to be, like, just sheer pain. I don't even know how to do that. You got, like, the dark sections here, which is his fur, I guess. You've also got the pink sections, which are like the membrane of his wing or whatever, right? So he's got like feathers, not membranes. It's like, They kind of intermix a little bit too, so it's just like I don't really know what I'm looking at here exactly. Wondering why what, Christina? Ooh. That sucks, Pixel. You gonna be alright there, dude? What's up, Mel? I missed a spot. Considering it's not done yet. Yeah, I imagine I had. Yeah, I hear that one missing. Motivation is a fickle thing, isn't it? If you don't mind me asking, what kind of college stuff are you doing? Probably April, yeah. Putting it back from fur to pixels is also pretty difficult. I gotta admit. You can kind of see these little tufts and fluffs in the face here. Almost like another kind of scale, but they're fur tufts, not scale plates. You know what? No, I should use this. I should use shading for this, not just draw lines all over his face. So you do that, and I mean, it looks too angular. I have an idea for this. It's gonna be a pain in the neck to do, but I have an idea for it. Oh boy. Working on a fundamental of speech dual credit course. So far it hasn't been too difficult, which you're happy about. Yeah, just getting through college in one piece is kind of the goal, huh? I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be one of those things that, like, the shading is gonna be like, okay, that's a lot of shading, man. If it's gonna be anything close to what I'm imagining it's gonna be. And I imagine it's gonna be worse than I'm imagining it to be, honestly, so. You're qualified in college, actually just getting some college credits in because you're qualified to take classes still in high school. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, getting a jump start on it is good then for sure. No, I mean I actually really like shading. I think it's really cool. It's just like I'll show you the I guess I can do it on this art, I suppose. But there was a piece of art I did before. I don't know who made it because I got it off of Google, but it was a really high definition shot of Gogeta from Dragon Ball throwing a punch, and like the shading on that piece was mind-blowing. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna try that. And then like I got through like one arm and was like, okay, I mean, I've seen what I wanted to see. I'm good. I'm good to just be like, yeah, no. So I have like one like hyper detailed arm, and then like the rest of it's just like, yeah, no, I'm doing. I'll get back to this maybe some other time, because wow. I like throwing shade. Funnily enough, yeah, considering I don't normally. I am not a combative person. I'm a stubborn person, but not a combative person, typically. I hope this works the way I want it to. Getting that hair texture in here is gonna be the really hard part, though. I'm gonna just kind of go crazy with it. With the lines and stuff. I don't know. You don't shade because you're really too crispy? Yeah, I mean, I guess you could achieve sort of the same effect just by using darker colors when you need to. I'm not actually convinced that what I'm doing here is going to work. I'm trying to basically create, like I was saying, for those of you who remember the Gogeta piece, I'm going to create a similar effect to that arm on the fur here, to create the fur through shading instead of through having to like come through with like a maniac and just, you know, doodle everything. I don't know if it's going to work. It might look stupid when I'm finished and zoom out and go like, oh, that was wrong. But I want to try it, you know? So I really love that super shaded effect. It looks really cool when it comes together. Plus, it'll mean that our Nargacuga will look amazing in grayscale, like without even needing any colors. And I want to see that. I want to see a really cool grayscale Nargi. I wouldn't go that far, jellyfish. I've been arting for like 2 months, so I'm bad. I'm still tracing and copying and whatever else I'm doing. But it's fun. I enjoy doing it. How's it going, jellyfish? Hey, Frisk. Good, you're probably gonna get Monster Hunter? Oh, yeah? Nice. I enjoy the games, but I must admit that they kind of wear down on me a little bit. Like, the grinding aspect is pretty substantial. Reminds me of my old days playing WoW. You get to end game, it's like, oh hey, you want to like grind this dungeon like 8 times to get like 1 piece of gear, so you can go to the next dungeon and grind that like 8 times? Like, no. Well, too bad. You know, Monster Hunter's a little bit like that at times. Once you like you just need to get your gear set up, but once you do, you know, it is a good time, and I do enjoy the hunts. Just don't enjoy them, you know, like ad nauseum. It is a fun game, though, like I said, and like if you're playing with friends and stuff, you know, it's nice to have that option. Just, you know, if you're really, really allergic to grinding, just be aware of it, is all I'm saying. Because the game definitely has a reputation for that. Animating? I suppose I kind of have. I did like a little like super basic animation like a while ago. Nothing like actually like moving or with characters. Like it was just like a spinning brick. You know what I mean? Like the most basic you can possibly imagine. So sort of, but not really. That's fair, yeah. Terraria is kind of grindy as well, I guess. Weirdly enough, like, I don't know, like, I can spend a whole day just mindlessly mining in Terraria, and it doesn't seem to bother me, but, like, having to do, like, hunts I've done before, I don't know, like, maybe it's because, like, there's a slight difference for me between, like, a repetitive task and, like, grinding the same thing over, you know what I mean? Like, fighting the same monster or dungeon, like, a million times, where it's, like, the same every time, or pretty close to it. Versus like, oh hey, you know, in Terraria, like, yeah, you're doing the same action all day, but what you actually find differ. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it's just, for some reason, my brain receives it differently, because it just kind of switches off for like Terraria, but for like Monster Hunter, it's just like, no, like I guess it's because it's like it's active, but I can't just like not think about it, because you need to fight the monster. It's not that easy, but you also can't just do it quickly. You know what I mean? So it's like, because my brain has to be in, like, you can't just switch off completely. It's like, duh. I don't know. That's the best I can probably figure it out anyway. It's like, it's just not, it's grindy, but not like dumb grindy. It's smart grindy, which requires my brain to stay on. Yeah, it kind of does, Jellyfish. You're not wrong. I've heard of the Calamity Mob, but I've not really seen much of it or played it. I'm definitely gonna have to come back through here and do like a second layer of shading to get all the nuances of his face correct. There's a lot. Oh, is it Jellyfish? Cool. Oh yeah, jellyfish. He's like, nah, mine, bye. Oh, okay, Mel. Have a great night. What's that, Christina? Oh, this isn't a Pokemon. Not gonna lie, that would be a pretty cool crossover, though. I'm not gonna lie. You ID'd it, Christina? It's unknown. Well, no, because like I said, this isn't a Pokemon. It's a monster. It's a creature from Monster Hunter. I hope I'm not making a mess of this, because I know some of this is just gray. It's like darker colors. It's not all shadow. But some of the time, I'll just use the shading layer to get that across anyway, because it's, you know what I mean? It doesn't... Darker colors still work, you know? I don't have to use a new color for everything. I can just use shading to darken it up. But sometimes it is literally a shadow, and it's like, okay, cool. You know? I have not played Valorant, no. I heard it was like Monster Hunter, though. Alright, BMJ, good night, dude. I look forward to seeing your music thing you were working on. I'm gonna take more than one layer of shading for this. Like, there's darker areas inside the shadow. There's, you know, lighter areas inside the shadow. A lot to do here. Like, a lot. You're super invested, BMJ? I mean, that's a good thing, though. Feeling a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. It's nice, you know? Oh, it is already 11 o'clock, isn't it? Okay. Last call for 10 o'clock match, you guys. Oh, I hope this looks better when I zoom out than I think it does, because like all this looks like crap to me. Like, zoomed in, and I really hope it doesn't look like crap when I zoom out, because that would make me sad. Oh yeah, Kirby, that'd be awesome actually. Because I know they did a crossover with Don't Starve. That was pretty cool. They added some bosses from that. Having Monster Hunter bosses in Terraria would be sick. That'd be awesome. All right, match winners are Nova, Pixel, Hiryu, April, and Jellyfish. Congratulations! And the 11 o'clock match will be up in just a moment after the mods get the things handed out. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Nova. Are you the only one on right now, by the way? Oh, geez, I'm sorry about that. Can we get some hype in chat for Nova, everyone, please? Just for, you know, stepping up and being awesome as always. Being super. Ow. Want to see some Nova hype, some super hype. Blurg. Oh, ow, pain, suffering. Ow, ooh, ow, 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 ow. Don't do that. Ah, stop it. Ow, sorry. Sometimes when you stretch, your muscles go, is it time to Charlie horse? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't get excited. Don't do that. Fine. Sorry, no. My left thigh was like, oh, it's Charlie horse time. And I'm like, no. And I had to dissuade it from doing that. had to talk it out of it, you know? Oh yeah, jellyfish. Just don't crack them too much. It's bad for your ligaments or tendons or something or other. Oh, good jellyfish. Have a good one, dude. It's good having you. It's been nice having you come back around again, you know? Hope you had some fun, dude. But see, I'm trying to reflect these little shadings in the fur with actual shade. This is what it is. I mean, you know, the fur is not changing colors. It's just got a lot of little spots of darkness on it. And I'm trying to reflect that with the shading. But until it all comes together, it just looks like he's like got weird blotches all over him, which is weird, and I'm hoping I can figure out how to express it without having it look so crummy. I think the one thing I'm doing right now that is messing me up the worst, though, and it's my own darn fault for doing it, is I keep, like, varying between just general shading and specific shading. And that's not necessarily bad in the sense that I shouldn't do, specific shading, but I will need to, but not on the same layer. You know what I mean? Like, I should be doing, like, for this layer, I should be doing, like anything that is dark gets shaded. Everything that gets dark gets shaded. But I keep doing, like, spot shading. And I'm gonna have to go back over that after, you know. I suppose what I could do is copy it to the next shading layer over, and then just like, you know, erase the parts I don't need. I guess that's what I'll probably have to do. But my brain keeps being like, oh yeah, that part's darker. Oh yeah, that part. Oh yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but you're on the wrong layer for this. You should be doing all the shading right now and the specific shading later. Because, like, in specific terms, general terms, this whole, like, brow ridge should be shaded. Like, definitely all this. Most of his underbody. Like, there's a lot of shading going on this creature. Like, a lot. Because he's so hunched over, it creates a humongous amount of shading. You know, in various levels of it, but, you know, still. I guess if I were to go to one of the extra shading layers, one of the, like, the lighter shading layers, I could, like, just kind of draw across this whole section, pretty much. Yeah, I know, Cribby, I know. I just kind of wanted to see how it would look on his face, I guess. And I guess that's what I'll do for now, is I'll just stick to the face for now. And once I'm satisfied with that, I'll zoom out and we'll see what exactly I've done to him and whether it looks any good or not. Because this really is testing, like, the limits of what I know how to do with art. Which is part of why I wanted to do it, honestly. Because, like, you know, you can't get better at something without pushing yourself on a little bit, you know what I mean? You can't just keep on doing whatever you're doing. That's why I moved from tracing to freehanding with a reference originally. But for this one, I knew that I was no way I was going to be able to handle freehanding this. I needed to do tracing because it's just so detailed. It's bananas. Like, he's incredibly detailed. Oh, you need a space there, Kirby. You're a little bit off on the rampage. Thank you very much, Renee. How are you doing anyway? Hope you are doing well this fine Tuesday. You're good? I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I had a really good sleep tonight. Or today, actually. If I'm being honest. But I needed it, you know. My leg's been keeping me up for days now, so, like, little spotty bits of sleep. Finally took a hike and I had a real nap, so that was good. Well, it wasn't even a nap, really. Just zonked the heck out. Thank you, Pixel. Yeah, me too, April, honestly. I would have been up on time for stream, but my phone died literally right before I zonked out, and I was like, I'm gonna go plug that in. And then it didn't happen. Yeah, me too, Renee. Thank you, thank you. Yup, pretty much April. And like, because, you know, my alarm is on my phone, no phone means no alarm, means no waking that up anytime soon. Honestly, what I should do is just dark this whole area out, and then come back with the highlight later. But I'm being me, and I'm, like, being super duper anal about it, and just being like, hey, I'm just gonna do this whole area, like, super detailed, when I could just go over and just bucket the whole thing, but no. We're gonna do it the hard way, because that's what I do. Alright, Christina, have a good night. Let me just, like, do this, so we can go a little faster. That way we can see how much this shading actually works and how much I'm just wasting my time anyway. So it looks kind of lousy right now, but we'll see. Hey, Whitney, how's it going today? Oh, don't worry, I was late too, honestly. I slept into about 8:30. But on the plus side, it was because of my, you know, I haven't really been getting any good sleep this weekend because of my leg, and I finally got comfortable and was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna clock out now. And my phone died, so it didn't wake me up. So, feeling pretty good about it though. Like, I feel bad for being late, but I feel pretty good about having the sleep, so. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, April. I mean, I guess stuff you're used to, you just kind of tune out. Like, I used to, well, when I was younger, I didn't have any room to stay in, so I had to sleep in, I had to make a room in the basement of my grandma's place. And, there was a, you know, furnace down there, and in the winter, you know, every so often, it's just bang, crash, wham, as it turns on. And everyone's like, I don't know how the heck you sleep down there. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I just stop hearing it after a while. You just kind of tune it out. Yeah, I'm doing good. Winnie, thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Currently experimenting with some shading on the Nargi's face to see if I can get the detail I want in without having to like go bananas with the fur, like the fur. I'm not sure if it's gonna work though, because at the moment it looks very splotchy and weird, and I don't think I like it. But if I'm very lucky, if I was a good boy all year long, then maybe Santa will bring me the present of not having to do the fur. Okay, see how it looks, you guys. I'm almost afraid to. I'm a little hesitant here because if it looks like crap, I'm gonna be very sad. Sad day. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess. I don't know. I think once I get it to have the multiple levels of shading, it's gonna help, but it's not as bad. It's not immediately terrible. I'm not sold, but it's not immediately terrible. Right, Kribby? Yeah. Technologies. Oh, Renee, you turn your phone off before you go to bed. I mean, that makes sense. You want to get some sleep. Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely glad that it doesn't immediately make me go, ugh, because then I would want to erase it and we'd be here all night. And is it already 11:30? Holy crap, man. Time flies. Also when you start like an hour and a half late, but still. So like, we should start taking bets on how long this is gonna take me, because like we've been at this for what, like a solid, well, I guess between part of last stream and all of this short stream, I guess it's really just one stream, I suppose, but still like 3 hours, yeah. But yeah, what I ought to do is copy everything I've got so far to another shade layer, frankly, because, and I'll tell you why, because all of this I've done so far is really dark areas, and they should be, like, I'm gonna have to go over them anyway. So what I should be doing on this level, on this layer, I'm not sure what that one right there. What I should be doing on this layer is I should be just getting like generally like just a huge dark everything that is even a little bit dark, and because like that's what the next two layers are for, is for darkening it up and beyond that. So this level of spot darkening I am doing is more fitting for like that process than what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? I suppose I could just move the shading layer I'm using and just use a different shade layer for the general darkening, I suppose. Rather than having to like transpose whatever I've got on this layer to another layer, just keep this layer as it is and make this into the detail layer. I suppose that would work fine. I know, yeah, it's like you are at 7%, like, but there's so much of it! And then you realize, yeah, but there's so much more to do, and you're like, just collapsing in a pool of tears, like, no! No! Why? But yeah, like if I was to here, let me just grab another layer real quick and then just do it. I'm curious. General shading activate. This is gonna be really quick and really lazy, so don't expect that much from it. But give me a second here. We're going into turbo shade. Turbo shade. Now we're gonna shade all the way. This whole tail is shade, pretty much anyway. Let me drop this to like a slightly lesser opacity. You can see what I'm doing. be a very quick, very lazy, like a very quick, very sloppy, not lazy, sloppy shade. But we can fix it later. Like, we'll have to go back over the outside of this and, like, trim it down and make it look, you know, not awful later. Because dang it, I want to at least hit, like, you know, 10% before we end off. We're probably at 10 actually already, honestly, but it's not a lot of percent compared, you know. Honestly, like, I still haven't decided if I'm actually, if I'm even going to color this thing or not. I really just kind of want to, like, at this point, I'm aiming for, like, a shaded grayscale. Because adding the color is going to make it a million times harder. Because, like, gray shading something like this lets you preserve a lot of detail without worrying about color and all that. The moment you start adding color, it, like, magnifies how much you need to worry about. And so I'm kind of just like, you know what, with how complicated this thing is, I almost just don't want to do that at all. You know, part of me is just like, you know what, it's cool. I'm just gonna not do that. I'm just gonna grayscale it. That way I can, you know, retain my sanity and maybe even do something else before I die. Yeah, that's me, Kirby. I mean, you guys know I make up dumb little jingles for myself here and there, usually based off of other things. Like that was the Gummy Bears theme song, if I recall. I've never even seen Gummy Bears, but I know someone that occasionally sings it, like sings like the opening, and so it's lodged in my head. And even though I've never watched it, it just comes out. You know what I mean? Because that's how my brain works. My brain, when it comes to inspiration for like music and like random little bits I come up with, really is the definition of just like, here, take this. It just hands me something that pops into my head, and I'm like, okay, cool. I guess we're doing that then. Like, there's really not a whole lot of deliberate choice going into it a lot of the time. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Like, that's all I know. Literally. That is the extent of it. But it's catchy, so it stuck. Regular is main blue with some red and gray highlights and the yellow of the eye. You want to go for the green or the silver wind? Right. Welcome back, jellyfish. For 1 minute. The 1 minute welcome. Rear feet are always easier than forefeet because you can be like, oh hey, that's just all dark. Highlights don't exist back there. Oh, I wish, Kirby. One of these days, you know. I think it's a makeshift. I've been seeing some neat plushies from like YouTubers and stuff on there, and from like indie games and stuff. One of these days, I might need to reach out to them and be like, hey, you know, how does this work exactly? Because like Snarfle's plushie would be awesome. I'd want one. As it is, YouTube finally added in store integration for Canadians, and that's great, but like I linked my spring shop to it like last week and it still hasn't actually filtered through. So I'm wondering if it's glitchy or if I need to like wait longer or what. Instead it would take like 2 or 3 business days, it's been like 7. It's been like a business week at this point. So it's kind of like, all right, cool. Alright, Nova. You as well, April. We'll get one sooner or later. Goes too high. I might need to like drop that back a little bit, but we'll go with this for now. So it is dark, and it's just not as dark as down here. Like this is the definitely shadow line. The other one is the probably shadow line. You know what I mean? Yeah, they did, Kirby. They did. Yeah, just recently. The Cat Zerker almost didn't get funded, but I think it managed to squeak over at the end. I didn't really have the money either, honestly, but I was like, you know what? One of these days, I'm finally gonna have the confidence to set up an actual camera, and I'd like to have a setup with like plushes and things like other gaming YouTubers do, I guess, because like I'm also a nerd, and I like having swag. So I was like, fine, I can't really afford it, but I want it, and you know, if it wasn't for the fact that like, you know, you can't get them later, I would maybe wouldn't have done it because I didn't really have the money. But it was like, look, this is a limited time thing. Yeah, I want it, so I sucked it up. But I realized that's not always possible. You know, like I probably shouldn't have done it honestly, but oh well. I am not made of money. Sure, why I'm erasing these for. His face is darkened as well, just not in this spot, I guess. But oh, the more I zoom in, the worse it gets. I don't like it. Just focus, Matthew. Focus. We're just shading right now. Don't get all artsy about it just yet. April? Tofu frog. See, that doesn't immediately sound good to me, because I don't like tofu. But that's just me. I actually only tried it once, in fairness, but it was pretty bad. Then again, the way they served it was basically like a cube of tofu in a shallow, like, soup. I guess it was a sauce, but it was more like a soup. That was super bland and blubbery, and it was like I was chewing, like, whale blubber. It was, like, the worst thing ever. It was like I almost gagged on it. It was like, no. That was at a sushi place, so... Then again, I have a bit of a thing with Jell-O and like things with a similar consistency, because like I go to start chewing. I don't know if it's just the shape of my mouth or what, but whenever I start chewing Jell-O or whatever, it like slides to the back of my throat and hits me in the back of the throat, and I start gagging on it. It's just a weird thing that happens. Like now that I'm more aware that it happens, I can avoid it most of the time. But I just kind of don't like eating super Jell-O-y things because I don't know how it keeps happening. Just stop that. It might have been miso, but I think it was just like whatever was with the tofu. I don't know, because like I don't mind miso necessarily. I'm not a huge soup guy personally, but except for pea soup. Like it was the only soup I would eat like growing up was pea soup, but not like the usual pea soup. I've since learned that the pea soup that I think of when I think pea soup is not actually what most people think of when they think pea soup, which is weird to me. But there's this brand of soup here called Habitant, which is I guess it's like Quebec style, I guess. But it's this really thicker brown sort of pea soup with like the pea still in it and smoked ham in it, and it's really good. I really like it. But then I mentioned pea soup, and they're like, no, like, what? That's not what pea soup looks like. I'm like, yes, it is. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's brown peas in it as well. I think it might be like split pea soup or something. I don't know. Like it just says pea soup on the can. I don't know. But it's different apparently. Oh yeah, Kirby. Yeah, I think because like I was at like a group thing with friends and someone else ordered it. And they're like, "Hey man, try this." And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" Like tofu. I'm like, "All right, cool, I'll try that." And then it was bad. Because they have like sushi buffets up here, which is pretty awesome. All you can eat. Then again, I mean, when I say sushi buffet, like, mostly what I go there for is, like, the rolls, the sashimi menu, and, like, the grill section. I don't actually eat all that much sushi, necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, some of the sashimi is just amazing. And their teriyaki section is fantastic. Plus, the tempura is awesome. They like the place up here that I usually go to has fantastic tempura shrimp and crab, and sweet potato as well, actually. But I don't actually eat like that much like sushi, I suppose. I like some of it too, though. Don't get me wrong, but. What's up, George? Welcome to the stream. Alright, Kirby. Well, have a great night, dude. And don't say that about yourself, dude. You got brain cells. How you doing tonight, George? Hope you're having an excellent evening. Fortunately, I gotta be logging off here in just a minute or two, but happy you decided to pop in and check out some of our art shenanigans. I'm trying to convert a 3D bit of art from a game into a 2D sketch to see if I can suss out where the body lines and stuff are, because I'm still learning. It really is kind of blowing my mind how, like, detailed it's forcing me to be. And it looks pretty alright, I guess. I'm not happy with every bit of it yet, but it's still coming together. Not having the best night, George? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. That's no fun. I did, April. I did. I asked for it. Need to fix that. Is there anything we can help with, though, George? No, obviously, what we can and cannot do is pretty limited through a computer screen, I realize, but. Yeah, that can always be difficult, you know. Trauma is never ever fun to begin with. Obviously, I don't know the situation, and I'm not gonna pry, but I guess all I can really think of to suggest is just, you know, try to maybe suggest if, you know, she's willing to sit down and then just, like, you know, explain it to you. You know, because I know sometimes people feel like you should just pick things up on your own, but it's not always that easy, you know. I know for me, I'm a fairly dense person. I don't usually pick things up the first time, so you know it helps when people can calmly be like, look, okay, like what is it about this that is upsetting you? Like you know, help me to understand, please, so I can then actually have a, you know, a meaningful contribution to this conversation. I think that's a good idea, George. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes just letting it pat, letting it pat, like obviously there's the saying like don't go to bed angry, but sometimes forcing it out, and you know, is not going to make things any better either. So I think that's wise. You know, give people a chance to breathe, to kind of clear their vents and come back to it calmly. I think that's smart. Oh, right, yeah, last call for 11 o'clock match, you guys, and then we'll probably have to call it there. Hey, Preston. It is indeed an Argakuga. I'm seeing how the shading I've done pans out here, and then we're going to be calling it a night from there, but just wanted to quickly shade in this part of the face. Welcome back, Mal. It still looks kind of shoddy to me, but I don't know, we'll see. I guess the whole thing isn't actually shadowed, is it? No, I guess it's not. Okay, well, it kind of is, too. Yeah, let's just assume that it is. We'll what about the particulars later? Like this whole section is, for example. What'd you miss? Shading, mostly. Alright, let's give that a try, you guys. Oh, I'll go, George. You know, it doesn't cost anything to be kind, you know? I really hope that things work out for you and your girl, alright? Alright, zoom this out. Take away the Argakuga. I mean, it's kind of coming together. I don't hate it. We're getting there. I like the layered shading on the feet, especially, honestly. I figured you would, Preston, yeah. So that's not too bad. I mean, he's starting to take on a real like you can tell, like you know, like the layers are coming together, and that always feels good. I wasn't sure about some of that shading on the face, but it's working for it, honestly. I'll tangle up on myself here. No, there we go. Okay, so sorry for the slightly shorter art stream today, you guys, but we will be back to this one next week. Tomorrow we're coming back with Elden Ring because Friday is going to be Splatoon 3, and I hope to see some of you guys there for that. I wonder if we... Oh yeah, match winners. Thank you, Nova. Monster match winners are Jellyfish, Hiryu, Nova, April, and Pixel. Congrats, you guys. Um, 12 mash. Now let's do a snack attack actually, because you guys are here at midnight. I appreciate y'all sticking around for it. Let me everyone speak up, please, in chat, and I'll get you with the snack attack. Let's do our little thing here and like scroll up and. I mean, I haven't done anything beyond line work, details, and shading, I suppose. But like, you got this layer of shading. That's like the specific shade. Like, with even that looks pretty good actually. But like, I like how it's, you know, has that extra level of detail, especially on the eye. But you take the shading out, and like, you know, like it looks like, I don't know. I just love seeing how it all kind of comes together, you know. Oh, that's so cool. Look at the face without the lines. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. Look at that. Ah, it's so cool. See, this is why I love grayscale shading. Because, like, when you can start seeing what it is without the lines, it's like, oh, you know, because, it's something really cool about that. I can't even, like, this is pretty cool by itself, but, like, you know. Like, that's neat. That's neat. It's really neat. I like it. There are your snacks, you guys, by the way. Put in, like, just, like, I guess the details in line work really aren't that different. Like, at some point I started overlapping them. The line work is mostly the outside of, like, each section. And the details are, like, the inside, but not exclusively. I kind of tread into each other's territory quite a bit, so. But. That's cool, though. That's really cool. Oh, dude, Pixel, be safe on the way home, man, and get some, like, coffee or something nice for yourself. I don't know. Nargy Screech. Nargy Screech. Hang on. Hold on. Let me dig deep into the sound effects section. Here somewhere. I know it is. I might need to, actually, it might only be in the command section for events. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, I've got the sound. Here, let me here. This'll work. There, Narky Roar. It used to be Tiger's command, but he hasn't really been around, and it was for his because he was one of our monsters of legend, and but he's not anymore, which is fine. I mean, things happen, but the sound is still lurking around. But cool. So for now, you guys have yourselves a lovely evening. Sleep well. Take care. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Elden Ring, Thursday for Stray speedrun, and Friday for Splatoon 3, and Saturday for Fire Emblem. So hope you guys are looking forward to that. I will see you lovely folks soon. Take care, sleep well, be awesome, and for now, bye-bye. Go for it, April. I'm not gonna stop you. Why would I? Hey guys.